Tabs on mobile is fast approaching, and here's everything you need to know about its current development. But first, hit the like button on this video, let others know how Tabs on mobile is doing, and second, go ahead and leave a comment and subscribe to be entered into the giveaway for a $60 game of your choosing. Now, let's start with some of the most important questions that you might have about the game. These questions and answers were pulled directly from the Tabs Mobile Discord channel, so these updates are directly from Landfall Games. So this is in fact the golden truth. First one, is Tabs Mobile going to be a pay-to-win game? No, not at all. Tabs Mobile will be the Pocket Edition that is pretty much the same as PC and console versions. The game will be a pay-to-download with all the same content from the original. Another question, will there be new factions? They say, do you guys want new factions? Yeah, we can probably do new factions on mobile. So this developer is separate from Landfall Games technically. So they have the power apparently to do their own factions. So maybe we'll get some new ones for mobile. It'd be pretty sweet. Neon faction. Hint, hint. Next question, will there be cross-platform? Yes and no. The mobile versions will have cross-platform among each other, Android and iOS. However, the mobile versions will not have cross-platform with the PC and console versions. Next question, what about the performance? Will the mobile version be able to handle the massive battles? And their answer is, it is true that mobile hardware performance is inferior to that of PCs, but in their preliminary tests so far, the game's performance on mobile has been better than they had originally expected. And there's going to be heaps of performance optimization as they develop the game so that the mobile version can still support many units simultaneously. They will be releasing some mobile footage as they develop the game, so no cause for worry. You'll see. Next question, what are the minimum device requirements for Tabs Mobile? We will be optimizing the game in accordance to the general community feedback and their average mobile specs, not to worry. Besides, we'll also present the players with the option to adjust the graphical quality within the game in a similar fashion to the PC version to better cater to different types of devices. And we hope to make Tabs Mobile playable for as many players as possible. So lots of positive news there. Next question, will the mobile version support mods? And they say that's a good question. Currently, we are working hard on porting the base game to mobile, though we understand that mod plays an important role in the original PC version. When it comes to mobile, there are some uncertainties regarding platform limitations and higher performance requirements, so they're not really sure yet. In the future development, we will put efforts into mobile mod support to try to provide mobile players with some cool mods that are compatible with the platform. This is still our initial rough idea, but we will keep you guys updated when there's any progress on it. Now, this is the big question. Everyone wants to know, when is the game going to be released? Here's what they have to say. Currently, the game's mobile version is still under XD's development. That's the other developer in the game. The mobile version will have quite a bit more kinks to iron out compared to the console versions to bring the authentic Tabs experience. Therefore, they don't quite have a clear launch window, and you probably shouldn't start holding your breath just yet. However, before the launch happens, we'll invite a bunch of Tabs players from our communities for playtesting to make sure everything is nice and smooth. To register, go to this link. I will put it down in the description to get notified for future beta test info and more dev updates. XD Development has also been releasing a series of dev blogs to their community on a website called taptap.io. The purpose of these dev blogs is to show off the development of the game as it's being ported to mobile, and also just a space for feedback on their development choices. The Tabs community is important to this team, so let them know what you think on their Discord and on that website taptap.io, the same place where you'll be able to pre-register for the beta testing. They said in their post that they welcome feedback and nothing is set in stone yet. But let's discuss some of these posts and get into the nitty-gritty of how Tabs will look and play on mobile. Now, rather than reading these blog posts to you, they're pretty detailed and lengthy. I'll just go ahead and highlight some of the big points in their posts. And if you want to know more, you can check out those posts through the links in the description. I will include them there. So with that, let's take a look at dev blog number 1. XD hopes to communicate their design ideas and get to know the player's voice during this dev blog release timeframe. This first one was back in November. In this announcement, they share their design of the unit deployment view in the mobile version. version. This includes like a switch between the top-down deployment perspective and the free observation perspective. So what they did is they added a left-hand virtual joystick to control the camera movement in the free cam mode. So that allows people to control the camera and then the angle with the right hand as well pretty smoothly, which is nice. So in dev blog number 2, they go into the development of unit placement with the mobile device. As you can imagine, trying to like zoom in and zoom out and then distinctly place units and such wouldn't really make sense unless there are specific buttons. So they added a place units and a remove units button on both sides of the screen. So left or right thumb, whichever way you want to go. You can hold one of those buttons with one hand and swipe on the map with the other to deploy or clear dozens of units. In dev blog number 3, they talk about the slow motions and freeze frames during battles, as well as the design of hiding controls and menus. In the PC version, players can, easily switch between regular speed, slow motion, super slow motion with just a couple keyboard clicks. But to achieve that here, they added a speed adjustment and pause options near the top right of the screen, where you'll be able to just, hit that button, select whichever speed you want to view in, capture that battle in a unique way. So that's pretty cool. Dev blog number 4. This one came out pretty recently here, February 10th of this year, and they talk about unit possession, which is one of my favorite points within the game. So it's good to see how that's moving along here in the development phase. And here they go. So in the unit possession mode, players can switch to the unit perspective and control the movement and attack of a single unit using just a few buttons. It's pretty intuitive, which looks nice here. The left side will be the joystick like normal, and on the lower right hand side you'll have the unit possession button, so you can switch in and out between which units you're controlling. And then the attack and special skill UI are like separate circular buttons on the right side of the screen, and as you select those, the cooldowns for those abilities will take down each time you select them. So it's nice to see all that on one screen, pretty condensed. You're not taking up too much space on the screen trying to fight the battle, which is very clean. So obviously their goal here is to reduce the visual burdens with so many buttons on the screen, but also maintain the original minimalist UI style of tabs that you can typically achieve with a mouse and keyboard. So those were some quick summaries of the dev blog posts from Landfall Games and XD Mobile over on taptap.io. Again, those links will be in the description for you to check out whenever you want. Anyway, that is about it for today. Subscribe to my channel. Peace.